Welcome to an urban stormwater wetland. This stormwater wetland can be found at Riverside Park in Webster City, Iowa. It is accessible from the Boone River Recreational Trail or off of 2nd Street. The wetland was constructed with an Iowa Department of Agriculture and Land Stewardship Water Quality Initiative grant awarded in 2015. As a constructed wetland, the ecosystem in Riverside Park was designed to receive stormwater drainage from a 32-acre area in the downtown commercial district of Webster City. The wetland was intended to hold stormwater, filter out suspended solids and trash, break down or remove pollutants, and act as wildlife habitat. Cities have more runoff after storm events than terrestrial ecosystems due to all of the impervious surfaces found in urban areas. Instead of water being able to soak into the ground, hard impervious surfaces like concrete parking lots, asphalt roads, and buildings causes rainwater to flow across surfaces and quickly enter nearby rivers and streams, which can contribute to downstream flooding. Multiple cities in Iowa have also constructed stormwater wetlands, including Des Moines, Cedar Falls, Storm Lake, and Ankeny. Many stormwater wetlands are constructed in public parks, providing the added benefit of enhancing the park aesthetic and providing opportunities for bird and wildlife watching. These wetlands can be a good place to introduce children to nature and foster an appreciation for plants and animals, where signage and boardwalks add to the educational experience. In this urban wetland, you can find plants like water plantain, soft-stem bulrush, sweet flag, and cattails. Animals like dragonflies, turtles, frogs, herons, ducks, geese, and butterflies are also common. Urban stormwater wetlands are man-made ecosystems. It is not appropriate to direct additional stormwater into existing wetlands, as the excess water can drastically alter the wetland's hydrology and potentially damage the ecosystem. The design of stormwater wetlands in Iowa typically includes a sediment and trash retention basin, microtopography, an open water pool, as well as an outflow control structure. The sediment and trash retention basin receives the water from the city's stormwater drainage system. The basin acts to slow the flow of water, allowing sediment and suspended particles to settle out of the water column, and trash to collect before the water moves into the main wetland. By collecting sediment in one location, the sediment can easily be cleaned out when full and helps keep the wetland from filling in and losing water storage capacity. Microtopography within the wetland is comprised of shallow water, typically less than 18 inches in depth, with berms and depressions on the wetland floor. The berms help further slow the flow of water by forcing the water to flow through a maze instead of along a straight path to the wetland outflow. This area of microtopography provides an ideal setting for wetland vegetation to grow, providing food, shelter, and cover for wetland wildlife. This area can also be an ideal zone for the breakdown or removal of pollutants, like nutrients, improving the quality of the water that will ultimately leave the wetland. Beyond the microtopography maze is an open water pool. The open water pool is at least 5 feet deep and acts to increase habitat variety and biodiversity, reduces the likelihood of resuspension of particulate matter, and stores floodwater. Water flows from the pool into an outflow control structure. In the Webster City urban stormwater wetland, the water is then directed into the nearby Boone River. You can find additional information on stormwater wetlands from places like the Iowa Stormwater Education Partnership. Design and implementation information is available through the Department of Natural Resources, Iowa Stormwater Management Manual, Section 9.08, Stormwater Wetlands. Thank you for joining us, and we hope you enjoyed our profile of an urban stormwater wetland.